We met on Tinder. First time she messaged me, it was a dad joke contest, so that's pretty cool.
My first impression of Autumn was that they were a very sincere human. I had never met somebody that put off such a welcoming vibe. So instantly I felt right at home.
My first impression was welcoming somebody back into my life who's been there before. It felt like that anyways.
There was a night we were laying in bed and we just stayed up all night talking about our past traumas, and Autumn just made me feel so accepted and cared for, like she was prepared to accept all of my demons and fight them with me, and it was a really defining moment for me on her as a person.
As bad it is to say, the first time we met, we had a sleepover because it was way too late for her to go home. And I remember waking up to her pushing my bangs out of my face. And it was a very small gesture, but it made my heart melt. So that's probably the most memorable first moment I remember.
The thing that made me realize I wanted to spend my life with Autumn was the unrelenting love that she shares with me on a daily basis, and not just with me, but with my children as well. Our connection and how we instantly just felt like we had known each other for years before we had met was definitely a way, I think, of my soul telling me that I had finally found the person that I was meant to be with.
We just had a really good connection, and our personalities were perfect for each other. She's very bubbly, very energetic. There's never a dull moment with her. I love the way she loves me. She loves me the way I'm supposed to be loved. She's a great mom. She's really good with our kids, even though mine is constantly butting heads with her.
Marriage to me means an undying loyalty to each other and unconditional love, no matter what this life feels like throwing at us. Marriage is it's a lifelong commitment to each other to always respect and devote everything we can to each other to make this life as amazing as we possibly can together.
Marriage probably means like loyalty and commitment to one specific person, being bound and tied to that person for the rest of our lives.
The emotions that I'm feeling today are absolute bliss. I'm excited to be able to start. I mean, we already started our lives together, but I'm ready for a new chapter of us being tied together. I'm excited, I'm nervous, and I'm probably gonna cry like a baby, but it's gonna be worth it.
I'm just overall excited. I don't think it's fully set in. I don't think it will until we're at the actual altar, but lots of excitement. I don't want to rush through our lives, but I'm looking forward to being able to look back on everything that we've created together as a family and how much we've grown as individuals, and really just look back on all the memories we've created with each other and our little family.
I don't think I've ever told you this, but you saved my life in more ways than one, and I will forever be grateful for your existence in my life. And I will never take advantage of you being here and supporting me. And I love you more than words could probably ever describe.
I'm really excited to, spend the rest of my life with you, and I love you very much. And if I say any more, I'm gonna cry, so we'll save the tears for the wedding. Cass, I finally found a book that I couldn't put down. And although today isn't oh my God, here they go. And although today isn't the very beginning of our story, it's definitely one of my favorite chapters. I will bend the pages, marking this chapter as one I cherish so I can come back to it again and again and relish in this moment. The chapter of when we first met, where you already felt like someone I knew, had me hooked. To this day, I haven't once wanted to put this book down. This is only the sequel of our very many beautiful stories, as our souls have found one another in many lifetimes. Some people don't believe that soulmates exist, but my heart swears you're the exact piece it's been searching for through every single life that I've ever lived. You make me feel safe, seen, and understood. You respect me for who I am and the person I'm growing into. We dream together, we laugh together, and we can sit comfortably in silence together. It genuinely feels like whatever our souls are made of, yours and mine are of the same. I've never met another soul who could speak my language, but yours is most fluent in mine. Knowing that our love is already filled with so much respect, support, empathy, and compassion gives me so much peace and comfort about what our future holds. So instead of writing a new list of commitments, I vow to continue being your best friend, your lover, your partner in crime, support system, and co-parent, along with some additional promises. I promise to never laugh at you, but to laugh with you and to make you laugh until your stomach hurts. I promise to never judge you when you choke on air or water, and to be patient when your mouth dyslexia kicks in. I promise to continue making you take those no thank you bites. I promise to never leave the house or fall asleep without giving you a kiss. I promise that our kids will know what it's like to be raised in a home full of love. I promise to wake up every morning grateful for the love we share and to never take this beautiful life that we are writing together for granted. I promise to love you even harder on your difficult days, to hold your hand even tighter, reminding you that you're never alone and that our love can withstand anything. I promise to cherish even the small moments, for in those ordinary moments lies the extraordinary love that we share. And lastly, I promise to always try my best to show you that you are loved and deeply cared for through our many years of this marriage. I am so lucky to have found you so early in this lifetime. It leaves us and our beautiful family with so much opportunity and time for growth. So many empty pages left to be filled. I can't wait to see what our future holds as we continue to flourish both as individuals and as a family. I'm so excited to create so many new chapters of our story to look back on and remember. I know we will have much to be proud of. No matter where we go or what we do, as long as we're together, I'm where I'm meant to be. Our family is our home, and you are my home. Today ends this chapter of our lives, leading us into the next one. So many beautiful tales are ahead of us, and I look forward to bending many more pages with you along the way. I love you.
Finding you was the best thing that I never knew I needed. If you could go back in time to just 3 years ago and ask if I ever thought I would find myself here, I would think you're absolutely crazy. You have brought out a side of my soul that I didn't know existed. Not only have you helped me realize what true love and belonging feels like, you have shown my children what it's like to watch their mom be happy and healthy. Loving you is my greatest honor, and being loved by you is an absolute privilege that I promise I will never take advantage of. You are the greatest chance I have ever taken. They say that change is the second most inevitable thing in this life. It is the sole thing that most fear, but it's where I first saw your strength and determination. It showed me how hard you fight for what you want. This life is full of changes, and there is no one else I would rather change with. No one else I would rather go through the struggles, the happiness, all the ups and downs with. Growing with you has been one of the proudest moments of my life. Being able to love you through every change, every year, minute, and day of this life will continue to fill my soul with pure euphoria. Before you, I had never met a soul that could speak my language, but you do. You understand more parts of me than even I do most of the time. You feel like home, and you are home. You are the home I will always run back to. My soul has been running to yours for an eternity, finding each other in this life and all other lives. Whatever souls are made of, yours and mine are the same. I knew from the first day I met you, the honey-like feeling that washed over my body when you hugged me, the vibration I felt deep within my soul when you laughed, the electricity in the air when you looked into my eyes. From that day, I knew I was where I belonged, and here I am, infinitely yours. In this life and in every life, I choose you. There's a quote I found that deeply resonates with my love for you. I would recognize you in total darkness, were you mute and I deaf. I would recognize you in another life entirely, in different bodies, different times. and I would love you in all of this, until the very last star in the sky burnt out into oblivion. I have loved you from the moment I met you, and I will continue to love you always. You truly are my dream come true. And I hope 50 years from now, we are standing in front of our grandchildren, renewing these vows and remembering all the fun we had along the way.